Eutrophication is when many excess nutrients fill a body of water. Nutrients in an area where organisms need them may sound like a good thing, but that's the problem. Algae forms and takes in these nutrients, causing more and more algae to form. Decomposing algae can cause oxygen depletion in water sources. No oxygen means nothing for fish and other sea creatures to breathe, and nutrients in the water mean more algae to deplete even more oxygen that sea creatures need. An example of a species suffering due to this is the suckermouth catfish, which is undergoing the exact scenario from before. Due to rising algae populations, these are lowering oxygen levels and therefore lowering the number of suckermouth catfish. This can have a major negative effect on the regular life for the fish and for us.
There are multiple avenues as to why fish dying this way is terrible. Let's start with the food chain. If all the fish in an area were wiped out due to eutrophication, there would be nothing to eat the producers in this water source, meaning that the number of members of a producer's species would overpower this area, as the species would grow out of control. Anything that consumes the species affected by eutrophication would be killed due to a lack of food. That is, if they ever manage to live through the lack of oxygen themselves, which is very unlikely. On top of this, algae could also block sunlight from getting to plants, meaning that those too would likely die. Moving on to the effects of this from our perspectives. Many people's careers are reliant on sea life, such as fishermen. Eutrophication could turn some sources of fish for these workers into wastelands as far as fish go. Not only is this bad for fishermen who need to fish to support themselves financially, it is also bad for any markets or places that expect to be able to sell fish, as well as people who wish to purchase said fish. While eutrophication can cause such peril, there are potential solutions to hindering or completely stopping this.
Eutrophication can have many major issues that we should consider and worry about. However, there are many ways to prevent eutrophication. These include soil management, regulation of nutrient sources, and reducing fertilizer use to more simple methods. All of them are simple ways to reduce eutrophication and keep it in control. Although the problems associated with it seem scary, in these situations, the problems can be eradicated. Maybe by following these guidelines, we never have to think about eutrophication again.